All right, the end of the year is coming up fast, but I want to give you a marketing plan and some strategies to help you guys get some more Etsy sales this holiday season. And here's some tips and tricks that you can use this holiday season and year round. Let's go. And if you guys don't know who I am, LL, I help people start, build, and grow their Etsy businesses. If you want a super fun, motivational, helpful, supportive way to grow your business too, join my Etsy Games community. There's a link below. It's completely free and it's awesome. All right, on Etsy or really any platform, there are a ton of fishes in the sea, right? There's a ton of competition. I mean, these are pretty terrible fishes, but that's what they are. So the goal for you is, how do you become the fish with stripes? How do you stand out? How do you market better? How do you get more traffic so that you can make more money on the platform? So let me give you some strategies that you guys can focus on for December. And really, you can apply this stuff year round, but especially December, because there is a huge amount of traffic coming to the platform. So your goal is to divert. This is the traffic that's coming, millions and millions of buyers. Your goal is to divert that traffic to your shop so people buy and you can make more money. But the question always is, well, how the heck do you do that? So the first thing to keep in mind, and some things that you need to just know about, is Etsy has built-in urgency and scarcity built into the platform. You can use your own urgency and scarcity tactics, but Etsy has some of it built in, and there's some of it that you can control and some of it that you can't control. So this is the badges that I'm talking about that you can control. They do have limited quantities. So we'll just do LQ for limited quantities. So on your listing, when people are looking at it in search, it'll say like only one left. Or only two left, or something like that. So limited quantities creates urgency for people to come and buy, and Etsy does that for you if you have a limited quantity in your shop. The other thing that it does for you that you can't control, because you can control how many quantities you have. The other thing that it does is if you do a sale, it'll have the normal price. So if it's like $20, and it'll have a slash through it, and it'll be like $15. 20% off. I don't know if that's 20% off, but don't don't test my math here. But it'll have that as a badge on your listing to, again, prompt people to move faster and prompt them to buy. So those things you can control. You can control running a sale. You can control the quantities. If you do have limited quantities, just know that they are going to use those badges. The other thing that you can't control, but you still should know about as far as the urgency and scarcity badges, is they have a bestseller badge. That basically, they won't tell us how much it is or how many sales it is per month, but if you get a certain number of sales per month, you get a bestseller badge it'll be on your listing. So that prompts people like, oh, people like this, people are buying a lot of this, I should do that too. So it's social proof. The other thing is a number of people have this in their cart. So you'll see the little badges that, it'll be like 20 people have this in their cart. So it basically prompts them to, especially if you have limited quantities and you have 20 people in their cart, I mean, that's going to create a lot of urgency for people to buy. But either way, that's more social proof, where it has like, all right, a lot of these people want this item. It must be good. I should want this item too. So it's the sales psychology that has been around, for a long time, that you can use and be aware of to take advantage for your own business, I think, which is really good. So, all right, here's some marketing ideas that you can take with you this month, and especially into Christmas, which is, December. Traffic should start picking up. Usually by the 1st of December, traffic really starts picking up in your shop, and it usually dies off by like the 21st, 22nd, because people are usually done buying. And then what's funny is after Christmas, you'll see an influx of traffic again, because people are like, all right, well, I'm too late to buy this gift. I'm going to do the holiday stuff, and then after the holidays, I'm going to buy the gift and just ship it late, which does happen. So that's why it's important to, you can still do some of this marketing stuff even after Christmas to basically clean up some of that, the people that are delaying buying stuff, the procrastinators, which you guys know there's a lot of them out there. So here are some things that you can do. So the first obvious thing to do is just run a sale so you can take advantage of some of that urgency. Everyone's going to be running sales. So you got to try to cut through the noise and at least try to run some type of sale. The higher, the better. 10% off doesn't really make a huge impact. You start making more of an impact at, 20 to 25% off. But again, this has to work for your business. Don't just do it because I'm doing it, telling you to do it. So you got to consider your profit margins. If you have a decent profit margin where you do have that wiggle room, you can do a higher sale, take a little bit less money, but you're going to make more sales. So it's going to make up for it. So depending on where you're at is whichever sale, run something to entice people to come and buy from you, because everyone and their brother is going to be running a sale. So you can do that and run it through the holidays. The other thing that you can do in addition to or separate from is you can do some type of BOGO deal. So you can get a little creative with this. Obviously BOGOs, buy one, get one. That's hard to do. Depending on your margins, it's really hard to do unless you have very low cost, very high profit margin. You're probably going to lose money. Most of us can't do that. So take it a step further. Maybe you do, buy two, get one, or buy three, get one. You can be creative. You can buy four, get one. Who cares? This is your business. Try something out. Try something different. And you can set this up in the marketing tab in your shop, where it's basically you can do the number of purchases and then you can do an amount off. So you basically just do the average amount off, so that it's, if they're adding 3 items to their cart and they get the 4th item free, then it's like whatever, $25 off. So they add 4 items to their cart, they get $25 off. You can set that up in the marketing tab. In the coupons section, and then you can have a promo code and send it out to people, or you can have it automatically apply when they're doing that. And then you just put the all this stuff, regardless of what you do, you want to put this in your announcement section, so to let people know that it's there at the very top above the fold. And then you also want to put it in your listings. At the top, you can bulk edit your listings and add a line there, and then remove it after the holidays, so you can add it in your listings. And then, of course, you want to share it on social media. If you have an email list, you want to make sure to let people know. Wherever you can reach people, let people know of the sales that you're deciding to run, so that you can get more people coming and hopefully buying from you. If you don't have any of this stuff, that's fine. Just make sure you share it in your announcement section, share it in your listings, because most people are finding you in search. They're not coming to your shop, so they won't see the announcement section. So pop in your listings so they know, okay, this is a great deal. And make sure you put an end date, all right? It doesn't go on forever. This ends. This sale ends. This BOGO deal ends at this specific time, to create that urgency so people get off their butts and buy. If you don't have an end date, people are going to assume that it's always there, and then they're not going to buy from you, because people get busy, people get distracted. All right, so the other thing that you can do that's super valuable, to think about your audience and think about your competition. What can you do that's different from them? Of course, they can run a sale. Of course, they can do a BOGO. They can get creative with some type of promotional deal. But think about what you offer and what can you do that's a little bit different to give people an incentive to buy, to set yourself apart. So value add, think like value add. So there's different things that you can do. So you can do some type of bonus. You can do a Christmas bonus. You can call it a Christmas bonus or a holiday bonus, whatever you want to call it. So it's some type of bonus that they get when they buy just for Christmas. And you can put that in your listing, put it in your picture section, put it in your description, so that it's very clear that this is an extra bonus, not bonus, that they get, and basically tie it to a dollar amount, right? So you get this extra bonus worth, $10 or worth whatever, $5. I mean, be realistic. Don't say like this extra bonus is like $1,000. I mean, that's ridiculous. So it has to have some type of real value to it. But tell them, put a dollar amount on it. So like, okay, this has some serious value. The other thing that you can do is some type of Christmas bundle. So this is similar. You're basically just calling it a different thing, because if you add something extra, that technically could be a bundle too. But you can just call it, Christmas bundle or holiday bundle or limited time bundle, again, and add a dollar amount to it. And so it just depends what you're offering, whether it would be a bundle and or a bonus. Both are pretty easy to do depending on what you're selling, and are great ways to set yourself apart from the competition, from the noise, and add extra value. People love extra stuff, extra value, but you gotta let them know what it is. Let them know the dollar amount. Let them know it's limited time. Let them know it's for for Christmas. The other thing that you can offer that Etsy allows is gift wrapping. Man, I'm having struggling writing here. This thing's hard to write on. So gift wrapping services where you can do, okay, they can, when they're checking out, there's like a box where do they want gift wrapping, and it's an extra $1 amount. So you basically choose how much you want to do. I think, around the $5 mark is pretty standard, but you have to be able to make a profit because it's going to take you extra time. So don't sell yourself short. Don't do gift wrapping for like $1. I mean, that's craziness. Like you're putting in the extra time, you're spending extra money on the materials. So if you do offer gift wrapping, make sure you set the price accordingly. Make sure you have a picture of what it looks like to entice people to buy, because they're not going to buy it if they cannot see what the gift wrapping looks like. And because it could look like trash and they're not going to want to buy that. So they want to see it. So make sure you include a picture. The other thing that you can do is nicer packaging. I mean, you should do this anyways, but especially for Christmas, most people are buying stuff as a gift. This is a nice little bow and a gift here. So most people are buying stuff as a gift. So they want to know when their person gets it, is the packaging going to be nice? Is it going to look good? Or is it going to be something thrown in a plastic bag? You know what I mean? So they want to wow who they're giving the gift to with a nice item, and they want it being displayed nicely. So offer nice packaging and show that. Put that in your picture section of here's how this order comes, so they can visually see it. And then you want to put it in your description as well. Talk about the packaging next level, and that it's included, and that it will blow them away, and that it will wow them. So that's another thing to add value, set yourself apart, especially around the holidays. The other thing is to add something extra. So this could be, this could be an accessory, something that's a free sample, a complimentary sample, something extra that will, again, add value to what they're buying. And this depends, whatever niche you're in, really depends what you're doing. Maybe it's a carrying case, or maybe it's a cleaning kit or care guide. There's a million things that you can do for your niche that will add value, and it's something extra. And again, if you want to only do it for the holidays, that's fine. But I suggest you do something like this year round, because people love this stuff. It's adding value. It's separating yourself apart from the competition, which is the main goal. All right, the final marketing tip, and this is something that you can do year round, but you can do it after the holidays too, is you can do, basically you can do a clearance section. I've tried this out and it works really well. So you do a clearance section and you offer your stuff at a heavy discount. So you can separate, you can do another section in your shop that's basically for clearance stuff, and then everything's marked down. I would say if you're gonna do a clearance stuff, stuff should be marked down 40, 50% or more. So think about this. You can do it so around the holidays, even year round, I get I get returns, right? Because I sell a lot, so I get more returns, but it's still a low percentage. So in order to resell that stuff, I'll resell it at normal prices, but I'll also pop it up for clearance to sell a little bit faster. And I'll make, I won't make near as much money. Some of the stuff I'll break even, but I want to get rid of that inventory. So if you have stuff that you're basically discontinuing, or you want to get rid of it, or returns, this is a great way to do it. Just do a clearance section. It'll add value to the customers coming. They'll find, this low price stuff, but more times than not, they're gonna be like, oh wow, this is great quality stuff, lower price. I'm gonna go and pop into their shop, and I'm gonna see kind of what else they have to sell. Because I've had people, basically they'll buy something from clearance, and then they'll go and pop over my shop and they'll buy something else. They'll buy 2 things, 3 things at full price. A clearance item, and then other things at full price, because I already added those value. So just think about it like that. If you want to do that, that's a great way to basically get rid of some of your old inventory or returns or things like that. It's not for everybody. Obviously, if you do POD and different things like that, it's not going to be possible. So again, fit this stuff in your business, in your niche, where it makes sense. You're not going to be able to do all this stuff, but you can definitely do some of this stuff, and it'll help your business and it'll help you kind of think outside of the box, think a little bit more dynamically, and basically be able to compete better with your competition. So try the rest of those things, and let's kill it the rest of the year and get some more traffic and sales.